I'm ready. If you're ready.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm feeling pretty ready.
Yeah. I'm ready too. So
I've got this
ready.
There's like this feeling down here.
That's you being ready.
The feeling of ready.
Okay. Yeah. I'm ready too. So like that feeling is with me as well.
It's a shared feeling we have.
Yeah. It's a mutual.
It's like we're
mutual
connected
bond.
at the start. Hey everybody, welcome to Seriously Lighthearted Yoga. Today we're going to be talking about the Vrittis and the Kleshas, how they kind of work together, how they're kind of different, and
the distinction, separation, the connections between.
Try to lay it out a little bit more clearly in more of a circumspect and almost retrospective sort of a way. Now that we've talked about all of them, so how are they different and how are they the same? How do they relate?
Yeah, guys. So both the Vrittis and the Kleshas are sort of categorizations of certain things that happen in your mind as you're thinking, as you're aware of things. The Vrittis are kind of more activity, the activity that's going on in your mind, whether you're thinking about something right or imagining something or remembering something. It's the type of activity that's being categorized, whereas with the Kleshas, the type of activity that's being categorized is more kind of a coloring of that activity. The Kleshas are, again, those things that are born out of ignorance, kind of seen as obstacles, stains, and they are, if you remember, attachment to pleasure, aversion to pain, fear of death, ignorance being the root of all of them. Those, again, color the activity of the mind. So the Vrittis are kind of the activity that's going on. The Kleshas are sort of how that activity is happening. If you'd like to think of it that way. And between them, we see a few parallels in that these categorizations are very real things that we all have sort of experienced to some extent, and bringing your awareness to all of those, the activities, makes it very apparent when your mind is in a certain state, and then bringing your awareness to places where you are just a little more ignorant in your own life is something that will help you expand your awareness and kind of wash away that color a bit, which is what we're trying to do here. So remembering, going back to that second Yoga Sutra that we talked about, I think in our 4th video, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga is the cessation of the turnings of the mind. If you notice, we have that word vritti in it. Vritti is the activity that we're trying to stop in our minds. So the Vrittis are kind of the reactive activity that we bring to what is happening in our life. And the Kleshas are sort of, in a sense, the amount of awareness that we can bring to that reaction. So tomorrow we're going to talk a bit about an exercise that you can do to begin to work on and notice what is happening with these Vrittis and these Kleshas as you're going about your daily life. So guys, that's hopefully pretty clear on what the Vrittis and the Kleshas are, and we'll get to working with them a little bit tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're talking about expanding your perception, expanding your feelings, and when you're looking at a situation, a mental situation, we should clarify, when you're looking at a mental situation, about expanding the way you see that and the way you perceive that. And so again, there's no right or wrong here. Everybody's got this to some extent, and everybody's got a certain amount to work on. What we're trying to do is we're trying to cease the turnings of the mind, like Kai was saying, smooth out your mental sort of patterns, if you will, and get you to look at things from a new perspective. Really open up your mind by taking your ignorance, what you see is there, and finding a way to sort of look around it, finding a way to kind of see around it. And so that's what the goal is, and that's really where understanding the Vrittis and the Kleshas becomes important. So there you have it, folks. Give somebody a high five. And that's the end of the video.